How we doing, folks? Jay from Cold Nights here, and we are live for another episode of Proudly Premium. I have my wonderful guest, the video game history guru, Tristan. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jay?
I'm good. I'm ready for some Metroidvania goodness. I got my fancy Hawaiian shirt on, rocking the green bandana tonight. We got that Rockstar Punch going. Glad to see everyone in chat. How we doing, Phil? Dan? Nathan? How's everyone doing? I am ready. So I played this game a little yesterday because I'm all for going in blind, but I'm not great at Metroidvanias. And I really enjoyed it.
Oh, seriously? Oh, dude, I love that genre.
Yeah.
Like, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, my favorite game of all time.
I love them to death.
You,
I'm just not real good at them.
Yeah.
So I did have a great time with it. We're going to start fresh so our viewers can see the game from the beginning. But they'll definitely get to see some Struggle Street. So, you know it. What are you drinking tonight, Tristan?
Oh, hey, I'm glad you asked because I was about to say, in honor of you, I am actually going to try Rockstar Punch and see what what this is all about. See what Jay's tastes are. So we've got Rockstar here, and then I'll mix it with some punch. That's how it's done, right?
That's
Rockstar Punch.
Really bad, dude.
Well, I assume that's what you're drinking. That's what you drink all the time. So Rockstar and Punch.
No.
I don't know.
Dude. Oh.
Oh, Jay, your tastes are horrible, dude. Why do you drink this stuff? It's
dude, you
disgusting.
gotta have the actual Rockstar Punch.
It's so much worse than NOS. Ew.
Dude, you have like a weird homebrew version. That's not good.
It's the same thing, Jay. Same thing.
Okay. You're the one writing a book on energy drinks, so I assume you know what it is. So we are going
That's probably it.
Before we start the game, we do want to announce, and we'll definitely be running some big-time ads for it. So next week on Proudly Premium, we're not streaming a game at all. We have a special event hosted by Tristan, where myself, Phil One Up Collects, and Brandon from Just the Gems will be squaring off in the first ever Proudly Premium video game Jeopardy. And it is going to be incredible. Are you looking forward to that, Tristan?
I cannot wait. I've already got a list of categories. Of course, I'm not going to divulge those ahead of time. I'm not giving anyone any advantages as to what to study up on. This is going to test your general knowledge of video game history and games and systems and everything in between. So I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I am super excited to hopefully prove I'm very knowledgeable. We'll see. I think my knowledge is very specific. If we're covering like JRPGs or like Dynasty Warriors or MLB The Show, I think I got it. But
okay, so avoid those subjects. Got it. All right.
We'll see.
You really shouldn't tell me what you're good at before I, put those questions out there.
So before we get into it, let's go to chat real quick. So Phil says, who's ready for another Proudly Premium stream? Hopefully many, many people, and even more catching it on the VOD. Nate says, woo, beard game is on point tonight. There is a lot of scraggly beard hair in the house today. And a lot of gray on both sides.
It's distinguished. It's
right.
Not old, it's distinguished.
We are the league of Proudly Premium gentlemen. So, Phil says he's going to be eating some dinner. Which is good. What did you eat today, Tristan?
I actually just had some sushi.
Ooh.
So, we'll see how that goes later.
Was it a California roll?
It was a spicy California roll, yeah.
Nice.
And it wasn't the greatest. I didn't have any wasabi this time. I didn't feel like rolling that die, so.
What was it, gas station sushi, dude?
I mean, it might as well have been, it's not like restaurant sushi. It's grocery store sushi.
He's got that
it was
Mexico
high-end,
sushi over
here.
here.
High end.
I had pizza and french fries, the good old Cold Nights cuisine. And then Phil says we still have copies of Cathedral Retro Edition on our website. Yes, that's right, folks. For sure. Yes, he has taken the leap with the gas station sushi. That's the Texaco special. The Texaco roll.
Oh, dude. It's not gas station sushi unless it's like 4 days old.
Right? Right? We're going to end up on some like weird YouTube video about people who died eating weird foods. They're like, Jason had a stroke from having 15 rock stars in one day, and Tristan expired from fugu.
Tristan mixed Rockstar and Hawaiian Punch. It didn't go well.
Yeah, it's so weird that you did that, man. Like,
It's actually not that bad. It's just not that good either. But I'm gonna drink it.
All right, so we got James from Primitive Pixels in the house. Hey, dude, so stoked you're featuring Cathedral tonight. Absolutely awesome game. And Nate says, what doesn't kill you? And with that, it's a perfect entry into Cathedral. So let's go ahead and start.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to go to one of the empty save files. We don't want to join my game already in progress. So, of course, traditionally, we will name our character Cold. All right.
Oh, in RPGs, what do you actually name your main character typically?
So, I have a long-running tradition of naming him Cold, or if it's a female protag, Coldina. Yep, that is always what happens. So, okay, so this is going to be a little rough. I have to adjust our pictures here, because I can only see part of the game. That'd be kind of bad. We're gonna have to go with an unusual configuration here. We're gonna go up top.
Oh gosh, yeah, like I'm straight up in the way.
All right, let's see. We're both smaller now and up top, so I think this might work. We'll see. We'll see how it goes as I move through the game. All right. All right, we have lit our first area, and we are ready to roll. Mandy, how we doing? All right.
Oh yeah, I need to pay attention to the chat better. That's my job in this stream. Sorry about that.
As I just walk into spikes. I really love the charming look of this game. Your knight looks so cool, and the monsters look so cool, so nostalgic, such a classic look. I really, really love it. And, of course, the soundtrack is superb. And I've turned that down a little bit.
That's amazing.
It can get a little loud on the streams. I may put it up just a tad. Maybe a little. So you can hear that beautiful chip tune. And, I really enjoyed my time with this yesterday. And I was telling Tristan before the stream, I am by no means good at these games at all. So, we might see some struggling here. The pictures are still in the way a little bit.
I mean, it's not going to be like last week where like everything and every spike and every whatever is out to like kill you though. So I don't think it's going to be as bad.
Yeah,
we're not going to see Jay controller this week.
So last week, if people were here at the stream, it was pretty brutal. Phil was on, and Tristan was with him. And they're conversing about games and stuff, and I'm just screaming in the background, like, "No, what the hell!" Ah!
It was so funny. I mean, like, I'm paying attention to like what I'm talking to with Phil, but I'm also like gently aware of like your frustration and just like how pissed off you're getting in this like one section.
And the thing is, Beyblade Pixels is such a great game. So as frustrating as it was. After the stream, I spent hours just getting, and sadly, it's so hard that it was only a few levels, but I did make some more progress after the stream, and I was, like, sitting on the couch just, like, muttering to myself, and we were having a great time. Oh my god, I cannot see.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Is there any way to, like, make us transparent? at all?
Not. I don't think without a special plugin on OBS.
Bummer. Okay.
I mean, I can. The good thing is, it's kind of plug and play, so I can kind of move stuff around on the screen. Maybe I'll move us back to the corners for the moment.
This is Cathedral Extra Challenge Edition, where like two streamers, you know, like
mode.
two guys are like in the way. Have you guys ever played Mario Kart and like got the squid ink like thrown at you?
Yes, this is
like
the
on your
squid ink
screen. You know exactly
sure.
what he's dealing with right now.
Oh my god, why can't I get up onto that? Get up there! Oh my god. Thank you. Jesus. So when you go into this room, you're sure those are all just gonna fall on you? And they thankfully don't. But that was definitely my first thought, and there's a whole bunch of cool parts in the game where you're like, wow, I'm about to get smoked. Let's see what chat's saying. Phil dropped the meatball on the floor? 5-second rule, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. And hey, if you got vacuum drugs, that's the point of it. To save the food that falls on it, right? The golden
That's floor
food
spice.
rule. Phil lost 2 HP because of it. Yeah, that's what we ended up doing,
primitive
James.
pixels.
We definitely need a view up top, so that's for sure. All right.
So since we're playing a Metroidvania game, I'm gonna ask chat.
Oh, you still there? Oh, looks like we lost Tristan for a minute. Hopefully he comes right back.
Like, what's your...
So just as a heads up, guys, Tristan is having some problems with storms in his area. So we may lose him intermittently. Let me check on our Discord chat here and... You back? Tristan? Tristan. Alright, chat, do you still have me? We've both been having some issues with storms. Billy, you still got me? There's too many skeletons for me to, like, try to fix this. Let me... Okay, so I'm still there. Let me pull up the Discord chat. He said he had a tornado watch, I think, going on in his area. Let me switch over to Discord real quick. So, to make sure Tristan is still with us. Tristan. I can't. No. Alright, we're trying to work out. Tristan's reconnecting. So, we're working on it. And I apologize. Nature is out to get us.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I think you're back. I was just telling about your tornado watch dilemma you got going on down there.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen that often tonight. We've had a lot of storms over the last like 24 hours, so
yeah, last week was bad here too. We've had bad luck with storms on the channel actually, because I know that when we had James from Primitive Pixels on, he was having like a crazed hurricane thing down where he was at.
Yikes!
Oh, we got you back, so that's good. That's good. All right, so I think they completely missed your question about the Metroidvania, so you might want to shoot that one out again.
Oh yeah. So while we're playing a Metroidvania game, and like I was saying, we've kind of had a renaissance for Metroidvania games in the last, like, I'd say decade, with bangers like Hollow Knight and Celeste and Dust, and I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Guacamelee. What's everyone's favorite Metroidvania game in the last decade, I would say?
Awesome upgrade here, armor augmentation. And so we're going to go ahead and pull up ours. This isn't from the last decade, but it is by far my favorite, and it is Dracula X Chronicles. Love it to death. The best art out of any of the games. We're going to real quick expand the screen. So for those of you that haven't seen this before, the art in this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, now we're going to pull the booklet out. The back. My God. And then we're going to pull the UMD out. And this is probably my favorite in-game box art ever. Reversible, full art, beautiful, incredible. So, I personally enjoyed the Momodora games quite a lot. So that would be my pick for the decade, but this is probably my all-time favorite. So let's get me shrunk back down and see what the chat has to say.
And I mean, Hollow Knight is a lot of people's favorite, like Metroidvanias lately. But I played it, and I'm not going to say that I don't get it. I just don't get why it's everyone's favorite, I guess. I was really excited, obviously, like whenever Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out. I was on board with the Kickstarter like right away, and following that whole thing, and just, you know, Koji Igarashi being able to do his own thing outside of the limitations of like Konami was pretty cool to see.
Absolutely.
And I want to see a lot more makers do that sort of stuff outside of those limitations.
I'm pretty sure I have another beautiful Castlevania game here. I have two of my favorite collections always right next to me when I'm streaming, my PSP collection and my PS2 collection. And there are some true wonderful games on both those systems, especially Metroidvania. And I'm kind of briefly looking here to see if I have that physical reach.
Yeah, Phil, Blasphemous was really cool. Death's Gambit, huh? I need to look that one up. And same with Nate saying Sundered. I haven't heard of that one either.
Death's Gambit was awesome. I remember playing their original like beta demo that came out for it, and I really, really loved that one. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that looks cool.
Here are two more beautiful games. We're doing a Castlevania art display here tonight. So we're going to one-up our size again. And so this one, Curse of Darkness, not everyone's favorite, but the art, he is beautiful. And right here, man, look at that. Look at that art. Unbelievable. These games are so great, and the booklets have some of the most beautiful art. Just love it. And then the other one I had right within reach, Lament of Innocence, one of the more underrated titles. Love the art in this one as well. So, yeah, just wanted to show those off. Any excuse I can show retro games off, I'm all for. You know it. You know it. Unfortunately, that one, Lament of Innocence is incomplete. I do not have the booklet. I need to rectify that. I need to get the booklet or get a complete copy on top of this one. But yeah, for sure. So what else do we got people saying? Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, amazing, yes. Also The Last Faith, really good stuff.
Time Spinners is awesome. Oh, I love Time Spinners.
Wow, we got some great games to check out. And I do definitely recommend the Momodora games for people. The first couple, like, crazy boss fights I remember one of the first boss fights in the last Momodora game I played. You fight this, like, giant demon woman. And she's, like, right in your face. And you're literally fighting, like, her face and her bust. And It's
Wow.
crazy. Like, it was insane. So, back to the game. 1% chance to avoid damage when hit. More augmentations will stack. So, we need all the augmentation that we can get, because we're not good at this. GBA Castlevanias definitely are incredible.
Yes. Oh, they're so good.
Phil played a Metroidvania prologue last night called Skelethrone. The Prey, it had blasphemous vibes, nice. Good deal. Well, as I walk right into the fire. Congratulations.
So, this isn't common knowledge, but the release of the original Castlevania that we got on, obviously Nintendo Entertainment System, on the MSX platform, it was actually a Metroidvania type game, where you would like get keys and have to. Not now. But yeah, it has. I mean, like a small sample size. But has anyone else played or even seen that version of Castlevania? It's really interesting.
I don't think I have. No, but that sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's super cool.
No Castlevania 64 fans in the house? No one's mentioning that. I'm going to die.
Gross.
No dying. I can't see where the slime is. Oh my god.
Oh no, yeah. Oh gosh, this is a problem.
I'm scared. Ah! No! Oh my god. Help! Alright, we used a potion. I wanted to really save that for the boss, but whatever. I'll get over it.
What about Castlevania Judgment? You ever played that one?
Castlevania Judgment.
That's the fighting game on the Wii.
Ooh. I wonder. I must have it.
So much potential, dude. So much potential, but execution. I don't know what team worked on that one, but it wasn't. I don't think so, but it was like 3D if I remember correctly.
Because I remember having my heart broken by another fighting game that was motion controls, and it made me so sad, and that was Bleach Blade of Fate. Oh my god,
yeah.
Like I love Bleach to death, and that I was so excited for, and it was so bad.
So do you not like anything with motion controls, or is it just like the way it's implemented, I guess?
Basically anything with motion controls is diabolical.
What did you think about Mario Galaxy then?
I wasn't a fan.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
And for stuff
how
they
force you to
obsessed with, like the Zelda games on the Wii, I had to experience them. My wife played them while I watched. I couldn't do it. I can't. I love
Skyward Sword.
I
love it.
The motion control game I remember enjoying on the Wii was Elevate.
Okay, yeah.
I liked Elevate.
Yeah, Elevate was great. I mean, but that was its whole gimmick, yeah.
This is going to upset people. I liked Wii music. Silence falls over the room. Let's see. Medusa.
We're the one who bought it.
I tolerate motion controls, but always prefer without. James, you're a smart man.
Yeah.
Manhunt, yeah, beating someone to death, that probably felt pretty good. The RE4 quick jab with the knife. Oof.
Yeah. I'm glad we've kind of gone away from that whole gimmick of motion control, forced motion controls.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo and its infinite wisdom making Star Fox Zero dual screen. Oh, it's so awkwardly unplayable. Awesome game, but they need to remake that without the tablet thing.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
I think that even okay, I'm gonna disagree with my own self here. I like the motion controls and camera implementation with Maiden of Blackwater on the Wii U. Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. I loved that where you held, you know, you had your trusty Wii U, and where you held it, you could even hold it behind your back, and you could take pictures behind you. It was incredible.
That's kind of cool.
It's actually one of the things that I felt made it better than its later ports to the other consoles. So that is one that I will give the benefit of the doubt. But overall, I hate motion controls, and I hate gyro controls too. Anytime you want me to like slightly, that's the stupidest thing. Like half of the Monkey Ball titles put it in it, and I hated it. Like, oh my god.
I don't know. Have you ever played WarioWare Twisted?
I don't think I played that one.
Okay, so like, you know, its whole gimmick is gyro controls, and it's actually really fun because it's just mini games with that in the absurd WarioWare Inc. Universe.
So yes, we got some Wii music fans in the chat. Miss Manzia, yes, Wii music, and it says also Elibis. Dan, thankfully, also does not like motion controls. And James, I liked Wii Music reveal that they did in the E3. That was pure entertainment. I can remember that failed presentation.
That was weird.
Nathan, I loved Wii Music. Miyamoto doing air drums was priceless. Absolutely. Gravity Rush.
Yeah, Phil.
I do remember that. Yes.
Phil, the Zombie U. I was actually going to like mention that one. How pulling up your inventory, you actually like have to pull up the tablet and like it doesn't pause, so you're like frantically going through while you're still getting attacked by stuff. It's crazy.
There's so many classics. The Wii U, in my opinion, and this may be another unpopular opinion, I felt was very underrated.
I like it, yeah.
Like, I enjoyed the Wii U. I did not originally buy it for myself. I bought it for my son. And I was glad that we got into it. We had good times with it. I remember playing Lego City Undercover crazy with him. And we kind of like bonded over games when he was like really little. And then, of course, there was stuff like Maiden of Blackwater, like Devil's Third, that I was happy to have and enjoyed, even though they weren't perfect. But if anyone wants to down Devil's Third's combat, all I say is go play the boss fights, and it will blow your mind. So, one of the most memorable boss fights I remember in any game was in Devil's Third when you fight Jane Doe. She's this, like, ridiculously voluptuous, super tattooed, like, assassin, because you're fighting all these other assassins. And it is such a brutal fight and so cinematic. Like, it's crazy. So when people are like, oh, Devil's Third, it's not worth all the money that you pay for it, it absolutely is. And I would kill for a port of Devil's Third onto, like, the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Long after. Like,
man, that begs the question, like, what are some games on the Wii U that haven't come out that need ports? Because, you know, like, the Switch kind of ported a whole bunch of them.
I think, honestly, Devil's Third is one of the only real ones that's hanging out still.
Yeah.
Funky Barn. Don't forget Funky Barn, guys.
Funky Barn?
Funky Barn! Y'all don't like Funky Barn? For real?
Don't remember Funky Barn.
How do you not remember Funky Barn? I have it right here. Good. You're gonna get Funky Barn right here, guy. Funky Barn.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna cheat and open up my book and
so
like, look through
for a
the
while, this one
right
actually had got up to about 70 or 80 bucks. It's come down to like 25 or 30. But Funky Barn was actually a fun farm life simulator on the Wii U. With it's
Funky
less like
Barn.
Stardew Valley in the point that like the animations on the animals and the mechanics are all ridiculous, but Funky Barn is an absolute classic. And you see me in my mismatched games. It has Assassin's Creed in it. Because Funky Barn is currently in the Wii U. I was recording a video a couple months ago for it. But Funky Barn, dude, it is ridiculous.
It's hilarious.
I loved it. So Funky Barn, Devil's Third. What else we got, chat?
I'm cheating and looking at my book right now. Like, I don't have them. I
James-
never like went through for an entire like Wii U library, so I'm not exactly like.
I got like halfway through it. I had like half of the
Yeah.
North American library. James says, by the way, I saw that the physical version of Clair Obscur is actually fully on disc and playable without internet. If you can get it, literally sold out everywhere and being scalped for 100 plus everywhere. So I actually am still I love everything about that game except for the botched release. You had to know that that game, as wonderful as it was, would require a much larger install base. And you literally printed like 10,000 copies and were like, eh! eh! So, I adore everything about it. I adore that it's a much smaller studio, but the launch is not good. Eh! But, and I won't buy it digitally. Like, I'm not going to double dip on a full price game. Like, a lot of these games that I stream for you guys, I am double dipping, right? Like, I have the physical, right? Like, I get it from Premium, and I'll do unboxings for it. But if I'm still waiting for the game, or it's one that they're out of stock of that I want to share with you guys, I get it digitally, either with a code or I grab it myself. So I'll double dip on like a $10 game. I'm not double dipping on a $70 or $50 game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Oh, here's one, and you know, we kind of got it in some form or fashion. Did you ever play NES Remix?
Yeah.
On either the 3
I
or
loved it.
Wii U? Me too.
On both.
And the Nintendo World Championship, I thought that was going to be like, you know, more of the same. It wasn't. It's not even the same.
It
like,
was still fun, but in a
league.
different way.
Yeah.
It was very
So
much
they
like
need a new NES
speed
Remix,
runner
or at
game.
least like a redo.
Yeah. I think the only way I could have got that touch was to bounce off that guy. Let me try that again. I hope he No, I don't know if he'll respawn if it scrolls. Let's see. Oh, he will. Okay.
Oh wait, Shakedown Hawaii isn't on 15 different consoles yet, so we need a Switch version now. Oh, wait, no, they probably already
Yay! I got it. Yeah, but it's. I know that it's digitally on the PS4. Did LRG do a physical for the PS4 for that?
No, I don't think they always self-publish, those guys. They
No,
never
I'm
worked
thinking
with
of-
another publisher.
Okay. Yeah, NES Remix was so good though. Damn, like,
Yeah.
whenever we talk about games like this, it makes me think of stuff I want to stream for my own channel. Or even like when we're kind of out of games sometime here, I think we should have a whole bunch of cool people on and just stream stuff that we love. Or like maybe, because I know that between like 3 of us, we probably have everything. We could literally be all set up each with OBS and have viewers request stuff. Like they're like, oh,
Honestly.
I want to see Devil's Third. I want to see you fight Jane Doe. I can pop in Devil's Third, switch some HDMI cables around, and boom, here we go. Like, I could totally be down for that.
But yeah, there's nothing more fun than like sitting down and watching a game that you're nostalgic about and like enjoying it with a group of people that also enjoy it. I was just watching, you know, Mr. Rightway, Steve Wright.
Yep.
He's a buddy of mine from down in Texas. Well, a lot of us know him, but from down in Texas. And he was streaming the other night. He was doing, I think, is it Astrobot? Am I getting that wrong? That is the name of the game, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully I got that right. I haven't played it. I need to play that one. But he started, like, the next game that he played after that was Pa Rappa the Rapper. Like, the remaster. And I freaking love that game.
Oh my god.
Like,
so
I love
good.
Pa Rappa and
Jammer Lammy, yep.
Yes. So we were, like, you know, having a lot of fun. And he was on the struggle bus because, like, the timing of the button inputs are notoriously bad. Even in the remaster.
Mm-hmm.
So... I mean, like, yeah, it was, we were in the journey together. It was a struggle. It was a lot of fun to watch.
What the hell am I forgetting here?
Wonderful 101. I played that one at,
Oh, that was a
one
good
point.
one.
Did they ever put that on another? Did that come out on the Switch? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. If it did, I'd be surprised.
I think I needed to still go somewhere over here.
And then those of you who remember the Year of Luigi in 2013, Super Luigi U came out, and there was actually a version of Super Mario Brothers 1 on that disc where you would play from right to left the entire game instead of going left to right. It breaks your brain.
I'm trying to remember where I haven't gone here.
Okay, so Phil says that Wonderful 101 came out on the Switch and PlayStation 4? I thought that it was a Nintendo property.
Was it?
Could be wrong about that.
You sure that isn't Capcom?
It's developed by Platinum Games, published by Nintendo for the Wii U. Oh, you're right. A remastered version for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4.
Oh.
You're absolutely right.
Uh-oh, looks like
Through
I might have some
crowdfunding.
challenge
Interesting.
from Phil in-
Financed through crowdfunding.
Uh-oh. You might challenge me next week.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that one. Look at you, Phil.
You did it, bud.
Bonus points for next week. No. Yourselves.
Alright, so I think my key is going to be
Going to
done.
be a question. I'm taking it off the quiz.
Oh. But we got the key. Yeah, we got the key. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's been like a couple years since I played this game, so I can't even like remember how far in before the first boss. But I do remember the bosses being like super fun.
What is this? Phil, did you go ahead and remove that person from chat?
What happened?
Alright. Yeah, music in this slaps. Definitely buy the physical. Absolutely. Good deal. Good deal. So, we have the key now. Try not to get hit by the red slime. But yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to stream, like viewer request games. Like as long as you're not
Yeah,
being, like,
viewer request.
I want to see you play like Ju-on. Like I probably, or I mean Ku-on. I probably can't help you with that. We can do Ju-on Haunted House Simulator. I have that, but no Ku-on. That's a underrated Wii game with motion controls. The Grudge Haunted House Simulator. Oh my god,
Oh boy.
so good.
Okay, so I mean, like, I'm assuming, Jay, and I don't think we've had this conversation, but I'm assuming that you're a huge horror game fan. Yes.
I am.
Yeah. I don't know at what point it was, but like whenever I was a kid, I used to play like Resident Evil and stuff like that with like the lights off, in order to like scare myself like the worst that I can. I mean, like, you know, the jump scares in those early games were just ridiculous. The first time the dogs through the window in the original Resident Evil,
Classic.
I still remember that.
Yeah, in the hallway,
Yeah,
and in the
classic.
basement. Yep.
Yeah, dude. And then the liquor through the window. Oh my gosh. You know, it's full of those moments, but I don't know at what age I became such a wuss, but I don't like playing those games anymore. They just give me the freaking
I
creeps,
love them
man.
so much. Love them so much. So, chat, here's a
Yeah.
question for you. What is your favorite horror game? What about you, Tristan?
Oh, my favorite horror game. Oh my gosh, I gotta think about this actually. I mean, Resident Evil obviously like has a huge huge part of my heart. Like I played those games when they first came out on PlayStation, and like no one really knew about them. So I was discovering them just like everyone else was for the first time, and enjoying the campy voice acting and all that good stuff. But survival horror as a genre is just awesome. I loved how they reinvented it with Resident Evil 4. It was so much fun to play. Resident Evil 5 was a turd.
Whoa, whoa,
I hated that one.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. No. I should clarify those statements. I don't think that it was necessary to have a partner that wastes your ammo along with you.
Oh my God, guy. You don't like Shiva, but you liked...
No!
Oh my God.
No, I gave her
Shiva,
the
you liked Ashley? What is happening?
I gave her the SMG.
Oh my God.
And let her just waste all that ammo because she was worthless.
Ashley is the most worthless of the... Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
So
I don't disagree there,
but
I think 5 was terrible.
I'm one of the rare people who greatly enjoyed Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, and I will argue this to the death, I actually got into this back when I first started doing YouTube with OJ from Player Essence. Resident Evil 6 has the best multiplayer Resident Evil features ever.
Oh, really?
The mercenary mode
that
they had there that you could play with 2 players was insane. Insane. Oh. Some of the most multiplayer fun I've ever had, for sure.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we had a good debate about that many years ago. But yeah, I would say my favorite probably is a toss-up between Siren Blood Curse, Silent Hill 2, and Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
What about you, Philly?
Yeah, I am actually interested about Phil. He agrees with Tris. He agrees with me on 5 and 6. Single player game, their weak sauce.
I think Jeopardy is off next week. You people
Bonus
are killing
points
me.
for Phil.
So I will tell you.
I'm gonna make like a category. What are the worst survival horror games?
I will tell you that hands down, my 2 probably favorite supporting characters in Resident Evil are Sheva Alomar and Helena from 6. Helena is incredible. She had the
you
Hydra
need to defend
triple
Shiva.
barrel shotgun.
I want to hear like what makes her so good to you.
Helena?
No, Shiva.
Shiva was incredible.
Ow! She couldn't hit a freaking zombie if it was like 3 feet in front of her face.
She was great. I had no problem with her. Maybe she just played better for me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe I just like the character. I don't know. But I honestly did like Shiva, and I really, really liked 5. I was super excited for it. I remember buying the Execution of Mangini statue when it first came out, and yeah. I proudly displayed that for years until my cat knocked it over and broke his huge axe, and I was like so sad. But I love that game to death. Like I don't know what to say. It's just that good.
I really like Dead Space. Excuse me, Dead Space.
Ooh, really yes. Good. And you probably really liked Dead Space Extraction, right?
Yeah, it was really good too.
The remake, that one they did on the modern gens is really good too. I didn't play a lot of it, but I streamed like the first couple hours of it, and it was intense.
Yeah, I mean, like, Dead Space was a really fun experience, but I don't think it was the best balanced game ever. Obviously, since you could just use the cutter the entire time and, like, wreck.
You couldn't do that in the new one.
No? Okay.
It was brutal difficulty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Phil says Evil Within 2. Oh my god. Evil Within 2 with, like, the ghost lady that went around, like, singing and shit. That was incredible. Oh. But which is funny because I did not like the Evil Within, the first one. I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I'm not a huge fan of chase scenes where you can't kill your enemy. And unfortunately that's like kind of a staple in modern horror games. But like I could really do without them.
Well, didn't Resident Evil 2 kind of start that with like Mr. X or whatever the crap's name is,
Mr.
like
X
busting
and
through
Nemesis
walls?
Weren't instant kills. Like right within the first like hour of Evil Within, Safehead's chasing you around and instant kills you if he catches up to you at all.
Oh, sick.
So, like, I wasn't really cool with that, but I never tried the multiplayer on it, though.
Yeah, me neither.
So, I do want to come back to the game, because we've literally just been talking about everything else. Guys, the art in this is incredible. Because it's still my job to pitch the game, right? Like, yeah. The art in this is incredible. I love the background. Phil said the music is slapping. It's very balanced. It's not super difficult, but it's not wicked easy. And it definitely increases in difficulty as you go. And I'd say for kind of like an indie title, it has some pretty good girth to it. You know, there's quite a lot of content in this game. So I just wanted to get that out of the way so I don't forget to like actually talk about this game that you're like kind of like a little watch me play while we all talk about our video game memories. But it is a great game. Now Tristan, do you happen to have the retro edition near you to show off?
No, I don't, but I do have the game case at least.
Ooh.
And the manual, which happens to be one of our shiniest.
Oh, that looks beautiful. It's
really
one
nice.
Of the ones that I'm waiting for my employers to send to me. But you know, I was happy to grab it digitally to try out and share with you guys. And it's definitely one of those ones. Like, and I've said this before to everyone on stream. Like, I work for Premium, but I won't lie to you, right? I honestly have probably streamed about 20 different games for Premium now. There's not been one that I like actually disliked. I know a lot of people like look back at some of the older titles like Pigeon Devs and they're like, I actually enjoyed all those games. Awesome P was great. Buckethead was great.
Yeah, Awesome P is actually fun.
Like, I actually enjoyed those. And this is another one where yesterday I just wanted to test it out for like 10 or 15 minutes and I ended up playing it for like 2 hours sitting on the couch. So I might be a pitch man, but I'm not lying to you guys. These games are great, especially this one, and especially if you like Metroidvanias. So, Cathedral and Shovel Knight crossover would be incredible. I would love, like, having like a head-to-head battle to get through the stage with like Plague Knight. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. And it's, I mean, like you mentioned, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's kind of that game that, like, it kind of kicked off this whole, like, retro thing. I don't really remember anything hugely successful before Shovel Knight that kind of, like, took off like this. Do you?
Not really.
I mean, I could be wrong. That's just how my recollection, my old man brain is working right now.
That was around the time, I want to say, that was around the time Terraria came out too. And you had games like that with smaller dev teams or one person working on them. And soon after that, you had like Stardew come out. Like, that was like this beautiful time, like a time of maybe a little less than a decade, where this stuff started to become prevalent in all the different genres. And now, guys, literally, the beautiful thing about this is I hear so many people complain about both the PlayStation and Nintendo's eShop, just so much shovelware. Guys, game development's got to the point where even some of that stuff that looks like shovelware is actually pretty good. Like, there's been a couple times where, like, I decided to try something that was like $2, and I'm like, I'm probably going to lose out on this. And I'm like, wait, this is actually pretty good. There was one that comes to mind. It was kind of like an isometric adventure game / like RPG. It was called Cat Tales. and you literally are a cat that goes around doing quests with other cats, and like you battle like swiping with your paw. It sounded like a decent idea, but I'm like, it's like $3 or $4. This is probably going to be stupid. No, it was actually pretty good. So, thanks to these like forerunners that made these games, we have incredible experiences like this. One that I can think of recently was like Valheim. Did you play Valheim at all?
I did not.
I remember when Valheim came out, small dev team, and it was like a phenomenon. Like everyone was playing it. And I was so excited. I remember when I fought like the first boss, it was like this like mythical deer, like a deer god. And I was like, this is freaking awesome, dude. Like this huge deer god like comes out of the mist. And then like basically like an Elden Ring type, like Dark Souls, like the bars up on the screen and the music starts playing and I'm like, oh my god, I have to fight that? Like, it was incredible. So, it's awesome that people like... I can't think of who developed Shovel Knight off the top of my head. Who was it? What was it, the dev team that did Shovel Knight?
Oh, Shovel Knight? It was Yacht
Club Games, yes.
Yeah, Yacht Club, yes.
Yes, thanks to people like Yacht Club walking this in, we have awesome devs like James from Primitive Pixels that have the groundwork laid down that if they have a great idea and they put in great work and they do great marketing with it, they can make a blockbuster game.
And then you have games come out like Squirrel with a Gun.
Yes!
And
Squirrel with a Gun!
Which I just got in the mail today.
That is awesome.
Uh-huh.
That is awesome. Dude, you gotta... Oh my god, I gotta get that too. I had seen that, and then I was like, oh, should I? Nah, I just have to.
Yeah, I'm probably going to play it tonight after we're done.
Nice.
It just looks like too much fun. You know, Goat Simulator and like all those just like crazy... What's that one with the crabs that like...
I died!
Weapons and stuff. Huh? Oh, you died. Oh, sorry.
The crab. So there was two different indie crab games. The first one was Crab Fight, and Crab Fight was a fighting game. And another Crab's Treasure is the Dark Souls like crab game.
There's a Dark Souls crab game?
With like parrying and dodge combat. It's freaking amazing. Both of them are awesome. I actually grabbed the physical for Crab Fight. I don't know if there's a physical for another Crab's Treasure, but it looks incredible. I watched a couple people stream it. I want to say like Asmongold was streaming another Crab's Treasure, and it was so good. And it legit is like Dark Souls combat. Like, it's so good. And little behind-the-scenes Cold Knights lore, I'm a huge baseball fan. I put about 700 to 1,000 hours into MLB The Show every year when I'm not streaming for premium or doing RPG content for my main channel. My team, I live in New Hampshire, and Nashua is the largest city in New Hampshire. And my team is called the Nashua Nippers. And my wife actually custom designed my logo in the game. It's like this awesome crab logo. And I had a custom blanket made for my team. I had like a wall, like a post. It was incredible. So I love crabs. So when I saw Crab Fight, I was like, oh my god, I need it. And when I saw the Crab Dark Souls game, I was like, oh my god.
Jay, the baseball team back where I'm from in Humboldt County, California, is called the Humboldt Crabs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love crabs. They're like my favorite crustacean.
I think you need to qualify that statement though. Like specific kinds of crabs are good. Other crabs bad.
Yeah, I think you probably have a point there. I mean, even without being like dirty, like there's no like horseshoe crabs are just dangerous. Like we don't need them.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Woo! When I was playing on my own last night, I died there like 5 times. So I'll take that as a win.
Shalacat. What do you know about Humboldt?
And you're crabby, Phil.
Oh yeah, he's real crabby, man. I don't think that's an adjective I would use to describe Phil if I were to describe his personality.
Okay, so this I gotta come around to.
Yeah, so like the more absurd the premise, I think.
All right, this part's
like I
fun
love
here.
games like I Am Bread and just stuff like that. Oh my god.
I Am Bread was so good.
No, yeah, it's hilarious. Like you're trying to get into a toaster. It's so funny. Or at least toast yourself in some way.
I wanted those hearts. It was a bad move. We got this. We can do this. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the hearts. I need to just not and just jump those spikes correctly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you don't
like
hit the spikes,
20
you
seconds
don't need
behind.
the hearts. So let's just do this the right way. Oh my god, I jumped right into it. Ah! Time for some frustration. We can.
I'm gonna be quiet for this segment. I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last time.
Jason must concentrate. Run! Run! Oh my god, I forgot to hit the damn thing! Oh my god! God, you got caught! Oh, we're dead. We are dead!
Listening to me talk.
Jump! Oh my god! I couldn't see because of my damn face in the corner. I blame me. It's my fault, but in a different way.
So funny.
Yeah, now look who's crabby. That's right. Believe it or not, I did this the first time on my solo playthrough. I don't know what I got the performance nerves. Like, what the hell is going on here? Oh my god, I jumped right into it again! See, guys, I promised to get challenging.
Shalacat, yeah, dude. Humboldt County, California. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I grew up in the Redwoods and, like, you know, short drive from the beach and all that other stuff. I took it for granted as a kid, but man, do I miss it now and it's an adult in Nebraska. So, it's very different in Nebraska than it was in Humboldt County, California. Although not as expensive here.
Yeah!
A tasty nature, yeah, it sure does.
We got it. And now we're ready for the boss, baby.
Let's
see if
go.
I can smoke him out with ease. The key to this boss is being able to use this attack when he swoops down to bounce off him numerous times. It's easier said than done, though. You guys ready for this? Extreme beatdown. Let's toast a Rockstar to this one, baby.
Yeah, Rockstar Punch, original, right here.
He's got that homebrew. He's got the micro brew punch.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you think it would be.
We got this.
It's actually going to taste.
We got this. Bring it, sugar. Punk. Bring it, punk. Bring it. Ah! Ah!
Such a cool boss.
Bring it, punk! See, you gotta be careful with trying to bounce on him twice, because he can definitely get you with that fire.
Yeah.
And when he puts it on the ground, you gotta watch where you land after. Oh! No! Bring it, punk! Yeah! That's what you get! Yeah! Turn into a skeleton, you little punk! Boom! Boom! Yeah! Heart container! Pimp slap! I get too excited with this stuff. Sorry, guys. So, fun fact, in my first playthrough, I struggled with him, and I actually died at the same time he did. And I thought I'd have to do it again, and when I came down, thankfully the heart container was just floating there. I didn't have to fight him again. But we smoked that ass this time with no problem. No problem at all. We learning. We growing. Beautiful. I do love... Look at the skeleton. It looks so cool, though. But yeah, guys. We are out of time. So, remember, guys, next week, huge. We ain't streaming games. We're streaming knowledge. Tristan will be our wonderful host. We will have Philly. We will have the cold one himself. And we will have special guest Brandon from Just the Gems with his first time on the premium YouTube channel. And I am going to embarrass him and Phil so bad because this video game knowledge is undefeatable. I probably am going to make a fool of myself, honestly, but I'm looking forward to it either way. So guys, next week, make sure you got your rock stars or your NOSes ready because it's going to be a doozy. So, any last words, Tristan?
I wouldn't recommend Rockstar Punch. Maybe not in this form.
Homebrew edition.
Homebrew edition.
So
it's not as bad, but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to next week. It's going to be a lot of fun quizzing you guys on what you know about video games, and we're no stone unturned. So be ready.
Good deal. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Remember, Cathedral, this beautiful Metroidvania, is available in the Retro Edition on our website. Phil posted some links. Tristan showed off the goods. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. And remember to stay proudly premium and stay creepy. Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.